Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Amasa here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, we've come to call it. It's not what you think, but good to see everybody in chat. Hope everybody's doing well. Northwoods, how are you? Christy, Harold, who else? Hey, Mark. Sandra Piper. Good to see you. Hey,
Miss
Sharon.
Sandra, how you doing? Good to see you.
So this is our pre-Thanksgiving show. But we will be on actually Thanksgiving night too. So
Indeed. Scrolling back.
yeah, I'm just seeing who if I missed anybody. I think we're good. Grasshopper, what's up, buddy?
I was just getting ready to say it.
Gonzato, what's happening? I can't even see myself. Jesus. Looks a little better.
Yeah, a little bit. For me too.
I have to find my glasses soon.
I don't know.
I know. I put them down and they just get shuffled around and
You guys excuse me for a second.
they disappear.
I gotta let Maya out. She's been waiting
Maya, you
patiently.
gotta go out?
She's been waiting patiently. Right as the show was about to start.
Yeah, she started scratching at the door wanting to go out. It's like, oh, come on.
Let's see if she will. Come on, let's go.
Goodens Auto said, hello, guys. Feeling better, Stevie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tired, but way better than it was last week.
Good.
Come on.
You gotta go potty, man?
All that. Now she just looks at me.
She's like, no, I ain't going anywhere. I farted. I'm good.
That was her.
I hope so. Wasn't me.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sharon, Stevie B, hello, sweetie. You're looking beautiful as always.
Hello, Sharon. Thank you.
What up, Mike? LIB.
What it do?
Maya runs the show. Huh.
Shit.
Not really.
She did last night.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up. Fucking dog just
All night.
I got these new treats.
I think that's what this was about just
I
now.
don't-
Just now. Because look, if she had to go, she would have went with me.
Go potty. So last night we went to bed. I don't know. I probably laid down 12:30, something. I don't know. And she kept nudging me. She wouldn't lay down. She just kept. And then she went over to the other side of the bed and trying to get Stevie's attention and just would not stop. I let her out.
You know what it's about? It's about, I don't even want to say the word.
I spoiled the shit out of
Yes,
her.
Every
Breeze, thank you.
every time she goes out, she gets rewarded after. I don't want to say the word because that's going to set her off.
Yeah. It's just something I started when she was a puppy. Was
so
every
you
time
bought
she
this
went
new
out,
bag
she got
and
reward.
She knows that they're sitting up on the counter, so she figures if she goes out, she'll come back in and be rewarded. That's what it was about last night, and I think that's what it was just now. Because if she had to go out, she'll go out with
Chance,
me.
thank you. Mike, thank you.
If she really needs to go out, she'll go out with me.
Yeah. She's just trying to be manipulative. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.
Sure is.
Yeah, it is. Midwest, what's up, Garrel? NAC, David, how are you?
Hey, Chance.
You guys have a good, yes, Chance, what's up? Nostalgic Pod Blast. Great to see you. Let me, the link is in chat, so if there's anybody new here who doesn't know how this works, click on that link. Come hang out with us. Come on, screen. If you don't want to be on camera, you can hit stop camera. Don't have to be on camera.
Good and Auto says, you 40 yet, Mugs?
No. 39 again.
Again.
Yeah, if you do click on the link, also just click off YouTube. Turn that off in the background so you're not getting that echo. Hey, Gene, I said. Jane.
I was wondering who you were saying hi to.
I was about to say
oh.
Chiro, and then I went to go Jane, and Gene came out. That was weird.
Scott B.
What's up, Scott?
Hi, Chiro. Jane.
Mike says, you stop camera if you got a mug like mine. Oh,
hey,
we didn't tell.
What?
Did we talk about the bear story yet?
I haven't talked about it.
No.
It just happened the other day.
Yeah, it was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was the day after our show on Thursday. Yeah, Friday.
So I leave for work between 6:30 going on 7, quarter to 7, no later than quarter to 7. Traffic is kind of iffy, you know, like I occasionally get stuck in traffic, but this particular morning, it was good.
This may get gory, so I'm going to warn you now.
I'll try to keep it clean as possible. So again, traffic is usually like I'm stuck behind somebody slow. This morning, not this morning, but Friday morning, I'm driving to work and traffic was great. Like the car in front of me was probably, okay, so I'm driving down the straightaway and there's nothing but woods on both sides. Just cleared an open area where it's farmland, cattle, ranch. The car that's ahead of me is way ahead at the front of the bend, this real long curve in the road. And so I lose sight of them for a minute. Just as I'm coming through the bend, I see from the left a big bear comes running out, like hauling ass. And I see the car and I'm like, no. Boom. The kid hits the bear. Hits it clips it from the passenger side. Front end passenger side. The bear goes flying up in the air and off to the side of the road. The kid fishtails. I'm like, holy shit. So, of course, I come to almost a damn near stop probably by the time the bear landed and the kid stopped. I'm looking behind me. There's nobody behind me. I pull off on this side of the bear. The kid's on the other side of the bear and he jumps out and I'm running to the back of my car because I'm thinking the bear's not dead or, you know, am I going to have to put it down? So I'm running to the back of my vehicle to grab my weapon. And I could tell just by looking at the bear that he was gone. He was gone. Kid was in shock. I'm kind of like, you know, not in shock, but that adrenaline rush. But as soon as I realized the bear's gone, just so happened the next vehicle coming up was Road Ranger. They have road rangers throughout, I guess, throughout the country. I don't know.
Road Ranger's like a mobile mechanic, or that usually helps people. But he's got the lights on his truck, and
they ride the highways. They get called. They work for the state. It's a state operated roadside assistance, basically. So good thing he comes up behind because he's got the lights. He turns the lights on. I mean, by that time, the kid had made his way around the bear to me, and I'm like, I just grabbed him, gave him a hug. I'm like, it's all right. And so he was in shock. The road ranger comes up and asks, of course, you all right? You're all right? Talking to the kid, and he's just nodding. You know, I had to go because I'm on my way to work, and you know, I leave. I'm a procrastinator. I wait till the last second before I leave for work, so I'm trying not to be late. I jump back in my car, and when I'm taking off, I look. I see the front end of his car was just. Let me tell you this. His car was white, front end all the way up the windshield, on the passenger side, no. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but it's almost as if the bear's stomach was just split. I
The
mean,
bear exploded on impact.
yeah, he did. I say he. I don't know
Sorry.
what it was.
I was the graphic one, but
yeah, I was trying to be
so
polite.
that's the bear story. That was
Tripped me out.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen that's the third time I've seen the bear go across the second time going across the road, once on the side of the road. But yeah, there's a lot. Well, actually, that's probably like the fourth. Now that I think about it.
David, how are you?
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm all
I mean, he was. I think he said 24, 25. I don't remember. It was kind of it all happened real quick. And as I heard him say his age, he was saying it to the road ranger because the guy's on the radio, and I was already walking back to the car. But yeah, messed up morning.
This kid was okay.
Yes.
How you doing, David?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's
Hi, David.
going on?
Wife's a little shook up. She had a little accident yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh no. She okay?
Yeah, hurt her wrist and everything, and her side. Guy brake checked her at a red light, and we're not really sure whether she hit the car or what, because our rotors are bad. When you slam on the brakes real hard, it makes the whole vehicle jerk. And the guy kept on going, whoever was driving kept on going, and like nothing happened. So it was a crazy thing. But
Well, I hope she heals up and feels better.
Right.
yeah, she went to the doctor today. She was feeling a little better. I'd jump on here and say happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you, man. I kind of forgot.
I
did. Just for that, I was like, oh yeah.
Early, ain't it? Tomorrow's your birthday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I was like, do you know what time you were born? And I'm like, I'm trying to remember. It was like, I think it was like between 3 and 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yesterday was our anniversary. We've been together 26 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Happy anniversary. And
Yes.
Judy, happy anniversary to you too.
Yeah. You know, it's funny how time flies, man.
Yeah, it is. It's scary. I don't know how funny it is.
Yeah. I've made up me a new avatar on the AI. I'm hoping that our youngest daughter, she can make shirts and stuff. And the other one, I did it from a tattoo section out of the AI, and it was just black and white, and she couldn't do it. It has to have color for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah. And the other thing is, the only thing she can print on is ash gray. And everything else won't take. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing.
55. Not again. 57. Yeah, it's weird that it has those limitations, not black and white, and it can only print on gray.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just a printer she's got.
Northwood says, my parents were married one day short of 62 years.
You know, I done my genealogy a little ways back. I never did know my grandpas and grandmas. I met my grandmas. Both of them died before I was born. And my grandpas, both of them lived. I was 16 when my mom's dad died, and I was like 20 or 21 whenever my dad's dad died. But I never knew my great grandparents, and finally found out them. And dad's grandpa was 9 years older than his wife. And come to find out, I looked, and mom was 9 years older than dad. And both my grandpas died about 9 years apart, somewhere along through there. Yeah, somewhere like that. Either my grandma's or my grandpa's died about 9 years apart.
It's odd that nines is so prevalent.
Yeah. The 9 fell in there some way or another. I forgot just exactly how.
Valor Motorsports, what's up, Donald? No, I'm missing some people here.
Excuse me. Bobby Yance.
Hey, Bobby.
How you doing, man?
Mid South, what's up? Says I just turned 54. Oh, LIB, thanks for posting David's channel.
Yeah, thank you. Very appreciated. We went over to Moulton a few weeks ago, and we was going to take a ride through the forest because it's right there on the Bankhead Highway. The dentist is, and we ran out of time. The dentist didn't get through with us in time, and by the time we'd have got to where I wanted to go, it would already been pitch dark. So we called that one off. My phone don't record in the dark very well.
Nah, mine doesn't either.
Mine actually, oddly enough, does. I have a
Night vision.
Night vision.
You know what? I haven't tried mine, like that night vision thing yet. So
I mean, it's not like night vision, but
it just
does brings out.
picks up more ambient light.
Yeah. I got my teeth coming in finally. I'll probably talk funny after that.
Well,
you know, I haven't had top teeth in about 18 years or so. And I finally had all my bottom teeth pulled because I said, if I get a top plate, it's not going to look right. So my bottom teeth was bad anyway. So got all them pulled. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. My insurance would have covered the surgery that I needed, as long as the dentist would have done it the day that he pulled my 9 teeth. But he took so long doing that, he was running out of time himself, and he couldn't do the surgery. Plus, it would have messed my gum line up. Okay, so he put it off. The insurance company would not. I had plenty of money left on my insurance to pay for it, but since he failed to do it on the day that I got my teeth pulled, they will not cover it. So, and it's a funny word. Alveoloplasty. It's some kind of surgery to correct your gums after surgery. Your bone structure.
Yeah. That's odd. I mean, because it's, he's a doctor. He's, an oral surgeon. He's, they should follow what his recommendations are, not, because they didn't do it at the same time. That's just screwed up.
Well, he even argued with him, and then I got my insurance agent, and they argued with him, and I finally pulled them up on the Better Business Bureau, and come to find out, they had several complaints on a lot of things that they didn't do.
What gets me is how insurance, and I don't want to get started on this, but how nowadays they dictate what procedures you get and when you get them.
Yeah, no, they should have no fucking say in it whatsoever.
No, and they do.
Okay, now here's another kicker. There are some insurance companies that was covering it for $2,500 for dental. Mine was $5,000. Next year, every one of them is going to be $1,000. They're only going to cover certain things. If you have anything done that's not covered, you have to get a receipt from your dentist or your eye doctor and send them an invoice and the bill. I mean, not the bill, the receipt of the day it was done. And then the doctor also has to send in a PA whether or not they cover it, but you have to pay for it out of your pocket first.
Yeah,
Then they reimburse you. And then whether or not they reimburse you, that's just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Good stuff. What's up, man?
Oh, not much. I'm interested in the conversation because I'm going to try to have all the rest of my 3 teeth pulled and get my dentures. But for some reason, I've got one of those jaws that's got a cleft on the inside of your jawline. And they said that 92% of Americans have it. And everyone that I've met that has the same cleft is left-handed, which I don't know if that is or nothing. But my insurance will pay. There's a place in Bryant, Arkansas. I have not found a place here yet in Texas, but there's a place in Bryant, Arkansas that will pull all my teeth, get me set for dentures, and have them ready by the next day for $500 for the upper, $575 for the lower. But if I'm to get the lower fitted correctly, I have to get the inside of my jawline ground down through surgery, and then I'm able to have a bottom.
Hey, I'll tell you a funny story right quick. We had a friend that couldn't afford a dentist. Okay, no insurance, no nothing. There was a place up in Florence that would pull your teeth for like anywhere from $10 to $20 a pop. So took a friend up there and got a tooth pulled. This dentist, one dentist in the room, he had so many patients, he was in such a hurry, you could hear each patient scream as he went in there and yanked teeth out. He didn't let them have it, deadened it. And I said, there's no way that I would do that, man. I mean, you could actually hear each one of them, whether they was having a cavity filled or whether they was having a tooth yanked out. Every one of them's in there screaming.
Damn.
I thought, I know what I
Yeah. About these, know that I'd go to a backyard dentist, or you know what I mean, just to.
Yeah.
Shit.
Most of mine were pulled in the emergency room.
It's just.
And then the rest were knocked out in the car accident. And then meth ate out the rest of them.
Yeah, it has a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man? How you doing?
Yeah. Well, my brother took out my top teeth.
So I got 5.5 months now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my brother took out my top teeth. He held a grudge and for a long time, and finally showed up at my doorstep and decided he was going to take it out on me. So he did, but he didn't like where the income. I got him a little worse than he got me.
It's good that you're getting both, your dentures, man. I'm glad. It's gonna be really different for you.
Oh, it's life changing.
Yeah.
It really
we
is.
just
Yeah. Hadn't seen Mid-South in a while.
No, he's doing good though. 5.5 months sober.
Actually, he was on the first live stream with you that I did.
Okay.
My very first live stream.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there that night whenever I joined in.
I see him backstage trying to come. Oh, there it is. There we go. Lost signal. Or like me, I
don't know what the fuck happened there. I tried to switch over to chats and it knocked me off somehow.
Oh yeah, it'll do that. Patrick, how are you?
I've done that.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, there's something
I've done it. I think I've done it once or twice.
You have to be very careful.
LIB knows about that too.
You can't just backspace. You have to click out.
So now, for some reason, when I come on live streams, I have to read that community guidelines before I can chat in it,
Okay.
which is weird. And it's never happened to me before. I mean, I've got
Is it a new account?
even if you got 25 subscribers, you should be able to just log straight on.
Uh, go to Google and download your StreamYard and go ahead and set it up for yourself. Wow. And then that way it takes care of it.
Okay.
It won't what?
Chance, how are you?
Hey, good evening, everybody.
What's happening?
Hey, Chance.
Hey,
Good to see you.
same here. It was a terrible story about that bear, poor bear.
Oh my God.
Glad you weren't
I've never
hurt.
seen that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That thing just exploded. Yeah. It's hard to wrap your head around something like that, but
But to see it before it got hit and be like, no, fuck.
oh my God, I was like screaming. No. Boom.
Well, was the kid oblivious? I mean, was it?
No, it just ran out so quick right in front of him. It was, I mean, the kid did great. He didn't have time to react.
That's tough.
I hit a dog one time. And it rolled up on the hood, plumb up to the windshield, and I was scared to death. I thought I'd done killed the poor thing. When I slammed my brakes on, he slid off the hood, hit the ground, and he took off running and went home. I pulled up in the yard. This dog acted like there wasn't a thing wrong with him, so I told everybody, I'm sorry.
I hit a deer. I hit a deer one night in my dream car. I had an '84 Chevy Camaro, and I didn't have it, but about 3 weeks, and I was going down a country road, no street lights, and just testing it to see what it'll do, and come around a curve, and there was like 3 deer on the road, and one of them turned and tried to ram my headlight as I was coming in. I didn't have but a quick instance, I hit the brakes, I skidded off the side of the road, and that's the first time I ever seen a deer fly, because that sucker went heels overhead and just flew about 25 feet in the air and hit the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, the bear went airborne, to say the least, and it was
Big time.
Like flying on the back head first.
It totaled out my driver's side headlight and the grill, and I just bought insurance on it, and being dumb me, I floored it. I left the scene, and then the next morning, being my sick way of thinking, I sprayed down the hood real good. I washed all the blood and hair off, and I went to go grocery shopping. And I went grocery shopping, and then I came out and I called the cops and I said, "Look, my car was like this when I pulled in," and I got an insurance check out of it.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Never
I had to get it fixed.
I would.
I got to have it fixed some kind of way because I sure didn't have the money to get it fixed.
Do what you had to do, I guess.
I learned an insurance story, diminished value. I don't know if it's a state by state thing, but this old man backed into my Audi in a private Publix parking lot in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And he was 85 years old. He wasn't looking where he was going. And he had State Farm insurance, and they screwed me over because the person that I talked with at State Farm admitted, yep, he's at fault. He admits he backed into, he wasn't paying attention. And then someone above that person said, no, we're not going to pay. So I went to arbitration and I lost. It was such BS. Anyway.
Mine paid off and gave me a $1,400 return.
Cool. Well, you know about diminished value then. If you have a clean Carfax in your car, you can get an additional check, but the insurance company won't tell you about it. There's actually a place in the Griffin, Georgia area where I live that specializes in diminished value. And they contact the insurance company, says, wait a minute. And he got me $3,000 extra for diminished value because my car was clean Carfax report.
Cool. I got a true story for you that's kind of funny. My grandpa on my dad's side, he got his driver's license in 1910 when he was a kid. Paper copy. Okay. No picture on it, no nothing, just wrote up. Okay. He finally had his first wreck in 1982.
Damn.
And the state trooper asked him for his driver's license and his insurance. He gave him his insurance, handed him a piece of paper. The state trooper looked at him. He said, "What is this?" He said, "That's my driver's license." He said, "No, it's not." He said, "That's what they issued me." He looked at the date and he said, "Really? You never renewed your driver's license since 1910? You've been driving on the same ones?" Do you know the state trooper's office? The state trooper's office in Mississippi had it framed and put up in their uh, office for a while. Tupelo got it, and then Carrette got it. I don't know where it went after that, but I wish I'd have got it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 70-something years he'd been driving, never had a wreck, never got pulled over.
Never got pulled over. Never. That's
No.
crazy.
Yep.
Is that where you from? Is that where you from, Mississippi?
No, I'm in Alabama.
Okay.
Some of my kinfolks is in Mississippi, some's in Tennessee, some down around South Alabama, right there on
Yeah,
the Florida line.
I lived in Tennessee and I've lived in Mississippi. So
Gemini Moon. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, Jim. What's happening? Great to see you.
hey, Moggs, thank you for letting me come on. I gotta go. I gotta go to work. So I work. I work midnight shift at IHOP.
I think Sharon Guy said it. You look good. You do.
Yeah, you look healthy.
You do look healthy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all have a great night.
You too, brother. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, that's. I'm digging all these people getting sober.
I know.
You know.
It's awesome. It is. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. Life changes when you do it.
It does.
You know.
What's the strangest car wreck you've ever been in or seen right in front of your face? Was that the weirdest one, Stevie, you just had, or was there a better one than that?
Well, I've been in a wreck that I got hit 5 times by 4 different vehicles, spun into oncoming traffic, and walked away without a scratch, basically.
My funniest one.
Door open to get me out of the car.
My funniest one would have been my worst drunk night. I had 21 wrecks in one night. A lot of farmers were very pissed at me because I took out a lot of fence line.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I run through the pasture, come back out, got back on the road, run through another one. I did that about 21 sections of fence.
Ooh. Chance, that one was a hit and run. I didn't get shit for my car being totaled. Yeah.
Those dirty insurance companies.
It was a hit and run.
Yeah.
I had gone up to Connecticut with some friends for a weekend, and we took 2 cars because there was a bunch of us, and spent the weekend up there. And on the way back, we're coming down 95, and it's raining, and we're in the fast lane, all the way in the left lane, and somebody, this big boat, like a 1970 or 60, whatever, like what kind of car it would be. It was just huge.
Like those Delta 88 Oldsmobiles or something.
Yeah, it's like, but it
big old boat.
It hydroplaned and turned sideways in the fast lane, and it was facing the wall, and it stopped. The car in front of us shot out to the left, to the right, clipped past the car, and then clipped somebody in the slow lane, like this Blazer, spun that around. We couldn't stop, and I'm like, stop. And she's like, I'm trying. And we T-bone this guy. We get bounced into the middle lane, and I jump out of the car because I see when that car cut over, it clipped this SUV, and that SUV spun around and rolled up a hill and then rolled back down and landed on its side. We barely even stopped, and I jumped out. I'm like, you guys all right? Yeah. And I was about to take off. I turn around in the middle lane, and there's a truck heading at me. And I'm like, slow down. And, you hear the brakes lock up and everything. But that was the craziest one I was in.
Whoa.
Well, I'll tell you, you believe in karma?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's one for you. this guy killed my brother and took off with his license and his billfold and his car. He made it over to close to Atlanta, had a wreck on the interstate, jumped out of the car, tried to cross over the interstate. A lady in a van smacked him and killed him. They called back to the place where my brother was killed at, the town, and done a welfare check on him. Come to find out, they found out that he was dead. And then they found the woman that done the hit and run on the dude that killed my brother. They said, lady, you did the whole world a favor. And they pulled out a rap sheet on this guy, and he had been in and out of prison so many times, and he was headed back if they would have caught him. But, I mean, they let her go. So
that's instant karma. Like, that's crazy. But yeah,
Yep.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
In my sales career, I met with an insurance company that specializes in policies for seniors. And this guy told me something, I'll never forget it. It was like in 2017, I think. He says, you go to New York City, you see the skyscrapers and all them buildings? Yeah. I say, and he goes, well, about a third of them are owned by insurance companies. We're pure profit. There's risk, but we're profit in the premium. And that just soured me right there to insurance. That was my first, wake up call that insurance companies are not your friend.
No, not at all. I don't think I agree with you. No,
And
after that car was totaled, it was like 2 or 3 days later, I get a call from my insurance company, and the agent was asking me to walk her through the details of the accident. And I mean, it was fresh, so I knew every second of what had happened, who hit me, when they hit me, what order. So the last car that hit me was a young girl. Well, not the last, the second to last car that hit me was a young girl. She's the one that hit me so hard, damn near head on, it spun me around, and the back end of my car smacked into the back end of hers. So that's where I say I got hit twice by the same car. She was on the phone. She was on her phone in a rain. I mean, it was a worst thunderstorm I've ever driven in. So when everything was said and done, my car came to a stop. There was no moving. They didn't think I would made it through that. I had the ambulance come. They were bringing the gurney to my car. I'm just like, let me out. The windshield smashed. The driver's side window smashed. Glass flew at me. It was horrible. But I guess that young lady, she was 16-year-old, brand new driver.
right.
She ended up coming to a stop about a half a block up. So I saw where the car came to a stop, but I mean, it was so close. I thought it was a blonde-haired young girl. So I saw the driver. Well, apparently her father shows up to the scene of the accident in some kind of small Toyota red car. Her vehicle was white. The insurance agent explained to me that she was not the driver. The father was the driver. I said, oh, no.
Right.
So the father tried to claim that he was driving, not her.
Wow.
Yeah. So we nipped that in the bud real quick, and they basically were coming after me because my car spun out of control over the median into oncoming traffic. So she was the only one at first that wasn't paying attention. I had a ton of cars going by me, like something out of a movie, Everybody avoided me until she came along. She's the one that hit me first.
Arcane Paranormal World, what's up? Paranormal World.
Chance, when I get done here, I'll go sub to your channel. Check it out.
I mean, I get it that the dad was trying to be protective, but not at my expense. I had already lost my car. The initial driver that started the whole accident, that spun me out of control, he took off. And it was actually a double hit and run. The last vehicle that hit me took off. Yeah. So I got nothing out of that, but more expenses and left without a vehicle. And yeah. Matter of fact, the tow company that came and hauled my car away basically held it for ransom. I had to pay lot fees. I said, hold on, I didn't ask for you to tow my car. It was off the road. It was out of the way. they didn't have to come in and take it. They come and took it, put it on a lot, and then I was being charged lot fees for like 3 months before they finally. I think I went to renew tags but get tags on a different vehicle, and DMV was like, "Yeah, no, you have a lien on this vehicle." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, that was a whole nother issue.
You know, I had to prove to an officer one day that spring water is actually colder than tap water because when he pulled me over, I had a case of beer in a cooler and I had filled it up with spring water. He thought I was riding around with it ice down. So when I went back to court, I carried a a quart jar of spring water and a quart jar of tap water in the cooler, walked in, set it down. I said, take your finger and stick it in each one. You tell me what's the difference. He said, that's ice down on the left. I said, no, that's spring water. Spring water is colder than tap water. Everybody should know that, especially if you ever moonshine.
I love moonshine. Oh, sorry.
It's cleaner than tap water.
I work for Crystal Springs Bottled Water Company in sales, and I got trained. I learned so much stuff about tap water that's just nasty. Parasites, cryptosporidium can get you, causes malaria-like symptoms, death in elderly and some children that get it.
Let's not freak out.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Freak out everybody in chat.
sorry.
I don't know if I want to hear all
Happy
that.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Filter your water.
Yes.
Yeah, chance it's too close to Thanksgiving. Some people may be drinking that water for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Municipal water.
I'm just kidding.
Man, I haven't had tap water since 1997.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Chance?
Oh, we're driving 5 miles up the road to my parents' house.
All right.
Oh, very cool.
What about you guys?
Driving 5
Everybody's
miles up the
coming
road.
here.
Jay Fritz and
5 miles up the road to meet Jay Fritz.
and his wife.
No, his girlfriend,
Well, they might as well be married.
significant other.
There you go.
We're gonna hit up this diner for dinner.
Great.
We did that. We did the diner 2 years ago. I didn't like it, but we're doing it here this year, and
Oh, right on.
everybody else is doing all the necessary stuff. We're just the guest in our own house.
Danny Staten says tonight's show is brought to you by Brita Water Filters. Greetings, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
What's
And
up, Dan?
every insurance company that watches this is going to be madder than crap at us.
I'll never get a sponsor. I've been trying to get an insurance company to sponsor my podcast, but now they kept winning this. Yeah, I'll be on the
Yeah.
blacklist. Blacklisted.
Yeah, I doubt they'll see this though.
Never know. What's y'all's favorite Thanksgiving dish besides the turkey? Like, what's your favorite side?
Probably sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, all of it.
Oh,
Favorite, what I look forward
Yeah.
to.
Stuffing.
pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie,
Really
stovetop
good,
dressing.
really good mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, tater salad.
Baked mac and cheese.
But now let me ask you a question. Who likes the tater salad with mayonnaise and who likes the tater salad with mustard?
I like it with both.
With both, yeah. You put a little bit of mustard in it.
And is it stuffing or dressing? You said stuffing.
I said stuffing.
That's cool. That's what I say too. Some people get
Stuffing
outright.
in the bird.
I think dressing you cook in a pan and
Stuffing you put
the,
in the bird.
in the oven.
Yeah. And the deviled eggs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same with Easter. Oh yeah. Yeah.
My sister always did the deviled eggs.
Isn't it funny they on Easter they serve something called deviled eggs? You know, shouldn't it be like angel eggs? I don't know. Every Easter, deviled eggs. We're worshiping
Didn't
the
you
Lord.
know,
I had to son with all those damn eggs.
Chance,
Sir?
did you not know that every holiday we have came from the heathens. In other words, that's the only way I can think of it. And they're not Christian. Easter is really originated from Esther. There's another word for it, but she was the goddess of fertility. That's where you. That's why you hunt eggs. Uh, well,
Grandson
that's
said
why we hunt eggs.
Oh, real quick, the weirdest wreck I saw, Columbus, Georgia, 2007. That's near Fort Benning. Over my head, a black SUV. It looked like a Ford Explorer. Was spinning. It hit something, went airborne over my head. I was driving a Ford Taurus at the time, gold, and it almost hit the roof of my car. Nothing happened to me, no damage, but I stopped to help them, and the cops came. But I still don't know what the hell caused that impact or what they hit. And they were okay, but they were in shock, obviously. But weirdest thing, just boom, boom, boom over my head. I'm like, holy,
Wow.
and it hit trees off the side of the highway. The SUV, it bam hit a tree and then rested upside down, wheels up.
Yeah. We went to a party one night whenever I was in my teen years. Not supposed to be drinking, but I had already started having tabs. I had 5 tabs at the bootlegger when I was 14. Okay. So I was about 16, 17 years old, had a brand new S10 pickup truck. A buddy of mine rode with me, and he come up to me and he says, "We got to go. It's almost midnight. I got to get home." I said, "Okay." We jumped in my truck. We spun out, took off down the driveway, didn't slow down, yanked it to the right, slung gravel everywhere. Went up about a half a mile or so up the road, went up to a sharp curve, lost it, flipped the truck, blowed the tire out, wound up in a ditch. I crawled out the window, and he was laying there moaning and groaning. I said, "Oh man, your mom and dad's gonna kill me." Why? I said, "I just totaled your truck." He said, "No, we was in your truck." I said, "Oh, okay, I'm dead." But you know, when the state trooper got there and we went to the emergency room and everything, the cop said, "You know what? He's been through enough. I'm not going to mess with him." And he let me go. I was almost 3 times the legal limit. He told me I was almost in a coma. He didn't know how in the world I even crawled behind that wheel.
Unbelievable.
I was with my first wife, and we were heading to my mom's house. And my mom lived up in northern New Jersey, up in the hills. And we go up over the mountain, and it was raining. Then it was snowing, and then on the other side it was raining again, but it was getting colder. So we turn onto her street. We're in like this 80s. The late 80s came out with a new Plymouth Duster. It was like piece of crap. Well, we turn onto her street, and we just started around a curve, and all of a sudden we hit black ice. And we weren't going fast.
You don't have to.
But we slid, and there was an embankment. We slid and hit the embankment on an angle. We hit a mailbox, took that out, but we just went up the embankment, stopped, and the angle that we were on, we car stopped and then just went, rolled over onto its roof and slid back into the street. I climb out, get her out, knock on the house, the door of the house that was there, and they call the cops. Cop comes around the corner, and I'm like this, slow down, and he hits his brakes and hits the same black ice and hits the car.
Yeah. Wow.
All you hear is thud. Fuck.
Hey, I got a funny story. I got a funny story that does not even have anything to do with wrecks. I was in between jobs, and I was trying to make a little money so I wouldn't starve. So I got a job selling Kirby vacuum cleaners door to door.
Oh yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not know. I did not know that was illegal and that we were breaking the law. Yeah, because you cannot pedal door to door in the town we was in.
No,
Was that a
Okay.
county or city ordinance, or do you remember?
It was the county and the city. So,
Wow.
you know,
That's
and
nuts.
anyway, we had a little midget that worked with us, and he was a funny guy. Now, when we went to the door and knocked on the door, we either had a big box of Tide washing powders or a couple of 2 liter drinks from door knockers to let us in. You know, we'll give you this if you'll let us in, even if you don't buy the vacuum cleaner. Okay, come on in. Well, this little guy, I ain't gonna call him a midget no more. The little guy, he he bought the biggest box of Tide he could find, poured it out on the ground, cut him some holes in it, went up and knocked on this woman's door, hid in the box. She opened up the door. He jumps out and surprised her. He said, "You can have me if you let me in to show you my vacuum cleaner." And that woman died laughing. And that was the funniest time I ever had. But you would have just had to have been there. And
You just
so,
unlocked a memory, man. I was a little prankster. Perimeter Mall, big shop, shopping mall. It had a fountain. Remember, there used to be fountains in shop malls, water everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, there was a drugstore in there, and I bought some Joy dishwashing detergent liquid. Poured it in the fountain. Soap bubbles went everywhere. People were slipping, and then in another mall, I got caught shooting a bottle rocket off inside the mall, and it scared the hell out of this poor old lady. And my punishment was, it was right before the 4th of July. Me and my buddy, we had to clean up after a fireworks show at the mall. Chicken wing bones, trash everywhere, and that was our punishment. The security guard made us do that. So that was my punishment, shooting off a bottle rocket inside that mall Galleria. Anyway,
yeah, they tore our mall down here in Muscle Shoals and the one in Florence, and coincidentally, they both got tore down at the same time. That
do
was
you like
weird.
Bama or Auburn or neither? Are you a Bama
No,
fan or are you a War Eagle?
I am an Alabama fan, but if
That was a tough.
Auburn is playing team, if Auburn's playing a team that I don't like, uh, I will root for them. And there's another funny story. Uh, I had never been to a ball game in my life, and I'm trying to replug my phone up. It's coming done. I had never been to a college football game in my life. Okay, a friend of ours gave me and two other guys tickets to come down and watch the game with them. Well, we drove down. By the time I get down there, I'm blitzed, and I'm the one driving. The other two guys passed out. We make it to Auburn, got on campus, ordered pizza, crashed that night. We woke up the next day, and by the time they woke up, I had already drank a case and a half of beer. And they was like, "You're already foobarred again." You know, so we go in the ball game. It's Auburn and Georgia. We're sitting on the Auburn side. Okay, you know you got those cameras pointed at you, scanning around the crowd.
Sure.
Every time everybody jumps up, I'm sitting there taking me a drink of my beer. I don't jump up and cheer. And my buddy said, "Man, everybody in the stands is getting mad at you. You've never jumped up and cheered the first time." I said, "I'm in the wrong stadium and the wrong seat
Wrong
because
section.
I'm for Alabama." That was the wrong thing to say. But we made it to the ball game. But when we were coming home, we made it almost to Montgomery, and it was pouring down rain. I mean, really hard. Everybody was hitting the right lane, slowing down. I jump over in the left lane because I want to get home. I'm still doing the speed limit, 65, and sometimes 70. I've got my head hung out the window and watching the center line so I can drive. State trooper pulls us over. Those two guys said, "Oh, we're going to jail." They act like they passed out. So I politely took my beer and set it between my buddy's legs so it looked like he was the one drinking. Okay. And
Set him up.
then the cop pulls us up and he looks at me and he said, hand me that beer, and he poured it out, and he said, "Do you know that you're supposed to slow down whenever it's pouring down rain? Everybody else is hitting the right lane, you're hitting the left lane." Man, I said, I have been trying to get these guys to go home. I said, we've been down to Auburn ball game, everything. And he said, you got your head hung out the window like a dog going down the road. I said, that's so I can see. I said, my windshield wipers wouldn't go on high. They was only on low. And I said, the speed was broke, so I couldn't see. He said, okay, good point. And anyway, he writes me a ticket for speeding. The other two guys wound up paying it for me because it was their idea to go down there anyway. And I was just thanking God that he didn't search the truck because I still had 3 cases of beer behind the seat.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we got something to tell y'all. Our grandson has made police officer here in Tuscumbia.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Very
we're
proud.
proud of it.
Yep.
He said he got it from me. I was like,
Yeah.
I was always in trouble with the law, but I was always listening to that scanner. He said, that's where it come from. You listen to the scanner all the time.
Patrick Vaughn is teasing you about Alabama in chat. I'm reading the chat. Alabama, land of stepbrother / cousins. The joke is Virginia. You know how their slogan is? The state slogan of Virginia is Virginia is for lovers.
Yeah.
You know what West Virginia is? Virginia is for lovers. West Virginia is for cousins. That's the joke. Anyway.
Yeah.
School there, Marshall University, Thunder and Herd. They're best known for that terrible plane crash that took out the whole football team, and the movie was made based on it. We Are Marshall. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, y'all know Cat Williams, don't you?
Yes.
The comedian. He just bought. Next time y'all go to Anniston to the Bigfoot conference, the Army base, Cat Williams just bought it out. He's going to turn it into a studio lot. Start making movies there.
All right on.
Yeah, that's what Tyler Perry did here with Fort Peterson Peterson, I think is what it was. It's a movie studio now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of films has been filmed here. Movies they've been filmed here. Birmingham's getting a lot filmed down there, and
why is that? Is there a tax break like Georgia has 30% tax incentive? Did they pass something? Your state
something like
legislature?
that. Birmingham is inviting them like crazy to shoot movies down there. I mean, they done one movie. They done one movie there at the Sloss Furnace. They used it for a backdrop. Some of the movie. Then out in the outskirts, they done some movies out there, and down around Eufaula, I believe they shot some scenes down around there, and some other places.
Talladega, maybe I can see them shooting in Talladega anyway. I
think that's where Talladega Nights was shot.
Yeah.
At the original raceway.
Yeah, we just camped not too far from there.
Oh wow.
From Talladega. We were in actually Talladega National
I was
Forest.
gonna say we were in the forest.
Cool. I love that.
I've been through there one time.
I've been
Long time ago.
several times.
Atlanta Motor Speedway is in a terrible spot. Terra Boulevard, 1941, 2 lanes. They need to expand that highway because of the traffic on race day. I don't live near there, but I've been there on race day. It's a nightmare. I mean, complete nightmare.
You know, I learned my back roads. I could take and drive back roads from Haleville all the way up to Tennessee and south, any interstates. I could go down to Florida, over to Georgia, and over to Mississippi. And the whole main reason of that was I was always drinking back then. And I started drinking at 14. I quit 14 years ago today. I mean, no, not today. Christmas. I'll be 14 years sober.
Good for you, man.
Awesome.
One day at a time. It works if you work it. Hey, Valor Motorsports says most of Talladega Nights was actually filmed in Charlotte, North Carolina. They used to have a tax incentive in that state, but the idiots did away with it, and so Hollywood left. They came here to Georgia and Alabama
Gate Smasher, what's up,
in the
buddy?
South.
Judy,
Ooh,
Judy.
I gotta go. I can't hear.
I don't know what's going on, guys. I've read these. I've gone back as far as I could to read these. Judy, I don't think anybody's trying to cause trouble here tonight.
What?
Hear me? I can't hear nothing. I gotta exit and come back.
What is it?
I just need Judy to calm down a little bit because
What in the world?
we just lost Chance.
What
We
happened?
love you, Judy. Just enjoy the show. Don't
Yeah.
nobody's causing any problems here.
Yeah, don't troll the troll.
Sorry.
Who's whispering, Angela?
It goes on
Oh,
all the time.
forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry about that. I couldn't hear. It's a StreamYard glitch. It doesn't.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
I can't hear you.
He's not here, man.
Okay.
Didn't you?
Now we're having a Cheech and Chong moment. I said, now we're having a Cheech and Chong moment.
I wish I were.
Yeah.
What? Huh?
I used to have a 3-foot bong in high school.
Where are you?
3 feet. Anyway, you had to put ice in that
Yeah, I
thing.
never did do that much.
That
It
was
either
it.
made me sleep my day away or I eat the house out. So I said, heck, I'll stay with my beer.
Patrick, I realize that holidays are tough. I'm not I'm not
Yeah.
denying that.
Well, he's saying that in general.
Yeah,
You
I know.
I can't even see chat. No.
Presents on
Yeah,
block.
not
Nobody's blocked.
chance.
Nobody gets
Chance.
Yeah.
I said I can't see chat, not chance.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like. Damn,
Yeah, yeah,
that's funny.
What have you been up to, Chance? You've been working lately?
Yeah.
Any new projects?
Last week, I can talk about this one. You guys would love it. Court shows like Judge Judy. There's
Sure.
one called Cutler's Court. It's couples court, and the judges, it's not one judge, it's two, and they're married in real life. They're from the state of Missouri. And so there's a Missouri state flag and the USA flag in their courtroom set. And so on Monday and Tuesday last week, I watched 17 court cases. Each court case without commercials is 18 minutes long, and they go straight through. And I saw some of the most bizarre cases. These are real cases, not made up. And they just record the reactions, and it's a small courtroom. So there's like maybe 15 of us in the courtroom just observing it. And it was so much fun.
Really?
I loved it. Yeah, it's here in Atlanta. The show is on from 1 to 2.
Are these just civil cases?
Yes, they're not criminal. It's civil cases, and it's all couples, the plaintiff and the defendant, and it's just really good show. It's entertaining as all get out. It's funny, and I like the judges. They have great personalities. They're nice. They're chill. They don't yell at people like Judge Judy would do. Cover your ears. She'd go, "You're an idiot" or something. Judge Judy. They don't do that. They're nice. They're nice. But so I did that, and then I can't talk about this other project I worked on, but I guess I'm letting the cat out of the bag. They pay you, the casting to watch these court cases, and I mean it was cool. And they feed you, and they do 4 before lunch and then 4 after lunch. But one day they did 9 total instead of 8. But they just wrapped for the holidays. They're going to be back at it to film the rest of season 2 or tape it after the holidays, and I'm going to sign up. I want to do that again. I wish I could tell you about some of the cases. It's very sexual in nature, so some funny things are said in that courtroom. Hilarious things with these couples. I mean, things are going to have to be bleeped because it's on regular TV, 1 to 2 here in Atlanta on channel 69 of all things. WUPA used to be WVU. But
hey, I got a question for Jay right quick.
Jay.
Jay, when you get through eating that, whenever I was young and the older guys in church, they always ate the Sunday dinner. They would go out in the parking lot and they would strut around like a horse and pass the gas. Is that what you do before you go in and take a nap?
That's right.
You just fill up those
I'm
blankets.
kidding with Jay. Oh, but
So,
anyway,
no, but here's the thing. Jay says, I'm ready for some turkey dressing, yams, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, eggnog, deviled eggs, and a long nap.
That's
So
his
why
turn.
are we going to a diner then, Jay? If you want any of that, I think we're going to the wrong place.
I think.
Although I know they're serving things.
Um,
But shit, I would have cooked again. Or we.
Hilton Littlewood.
Which of you two does most of the cooking? Are you both good cooks, or is one a better cook than the other?
He's an
Are you
excellent
equal?
cook. I cook better for the masses for multiple people.
Is that your excuse for not cooking? There's only two of
No,
us?
actually,
hey, Chance,
Sir?
you know Courtney Cox?
Huh?
I
What's
just
that?
do it automatically.
Badcock? Huh?
No, Courtney Cox.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
90210.
From Friends. From Fiends, as I call it.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
Green.
yeah. And anyway, she's from Birmingham.
Yeah, she made it big in the Bruce Springsteen music video, Dancing in the Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of
She's
them.
another
She pulls her up
reason
on
why-
stage.
She's another reason why a lot of these things is going to Birmingham and starting to get movies being made down there too.
Oh, okay. Very cool. That's what Burt Reynolds brought it to Georgia way back in the day, 1976, with Smoking the Bandit in part,
Yeah.
and Sharky's Machine after that, before the tax break. He put all that in motion, God rest his soul. And he went to Florida State like my dad, Burt Reynolds.
Hank Williams Jr. lives down in Troy, Alabama.
Bert,
Ah.
Him and his new wife.
Sure.
Hank Sr. is buried in Montgomery, Alabama.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been to his grave site.
Yeah. Hank Williams Sr.'s cabin's still down there in below Montgomery.
Modes,
Yeah.
when you were younger, could you be 18 and drink? Or did you have to be 21?
It was 21. It changed to 21. But we went on a senior trip to a ski trip to Vermont, and up there it was 18. So I was the only one on the trip that was 18. So, we took a collection and me and like 2 or 3 other people went over and just bought cases and cases of beer at the gas station and went back to the hotel.
Jay says he got a boat.
The funniest thing I saw was what was that wrestler turned mayor?
Turn mayor.
Oh,
I know
you
the
mean
governor.
Huh?
Jesse Ventura was.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura. You ever saw that short? Have you ever saw that short he made about him doing his tour of duty and everything? Where he's 18, he signed up, and then he became a Green Beret, and he went over to Vietnam, and he killed people. But whenever he come back home, they wouldn't let him have a beer. He couldn't smoke a cigarette, so he begged them to send him back so he could be a man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? You can be able to fight and die for your country, but you can't have cigarettes.
if
Now
you-
I think it's
if you
21
join-
cigarettes too.
If you join the service at 18, you can also smoke and drink in there, I guess, is what he was saying. But whenever you come home and you're a regular citizen, you're banned to a certain age.
Yeah, when you're a civilian. Yep.
It's pretty cool. I never knew that, really. Never thought about it that way he put it.
Is that your puppy? You have a puppy with you? I hear a dog.
Yeah, he's in the floor wanting up
Whining.
on the bed. He's spoilt rotten. She is too. We got 2 dogs. Lulu and Couple.
I agree with Patrick.
Sure is a bottom feeder.
Right on, Patrick. Who was that wrestler that endorsed Slim Jims?
Just Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Randy Savage.
had that wild hair. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah. I met him once, like at a show, and he's like, "Hey, don't touch the merchandise." It's like,
Oh,
"Hey,
really?
sorry." Yeah, I was trying to get his autograph, and I bumped up against him by mistake, and he's like, "Don't touch the merchandise."
Yeah,
Okay.
whenever I was a kid, about 8 or 9 years old, they had a wrestling match came to Haleville to our gym, and Hulk Hogan, what's his name?
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair,
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, and Jim Duncan, Hacksaw Jim Duncan, and a few more. I can't remember who else. They was the ones
Andre
that
the
came. I
Giant.
was so amazed. Yeah.
I say I love
Hacksaw,
Gordon Foley, man.
yeah.
TBS. I grew up in Atlanta, and I loved the wrestling. Tommy Wildfire, Rich, Junkyard Dog, Mr. Wrestling #2. He wore a mask, a white mask with a big black X across it. Those were the fun days of wrestling. But then in 1998, I got hooked on Extreme Championship Wrestling because it had blood, effects, people getting smashed in the face with guitars, powder would go everywhere, dramatic stuff. And I think they got bought out by WWE. Yeah, they did. Extreme Championship Wrestling. Vince bought them out. It was a great outfit.
What do y'all think about the slap matches? Y'all watch them?
I don't watch
Where
that.
I don't.
Makes me-
that is so wild. I mean,
That's my job.
who's going to stand there and let somebody just slap them?
That
No,
hurts.
they get to slap it back, you know. So it's
Well, I know if you
no,
don't get
I would
knocked
be like,
out.
And Mogs, you know Danny State, and his mother was a photographer in the wrestling industry. You guys know that. I'm sure he's mentioned it before to you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of
I
cool.
know I know he's big into the wrestling. He knows.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Hilton says the Bushwhackers.
Yep. I
They were,
like Andre the Giant too, and he fought the $6 million man on TV. He's Bigfoot, and he fought Lee again in Fall Guy season 1. Ladies on the Ropes. He played a wrestler in that show. Anyway, whatever. I'm a geek, TV geek.
Yeah, I like the $6 million man where Andre played Bigfoot, but I didn't get to see the one where Lurch got to play Bigfoot. I missed that episode.
Correct. It was the season 4 premiere, $6 Million Man, and it was a crossover with season 2 premiere of Bionic Woman. And then he played Ted Cassidy, Lurch. You rang. He played him again in the season 5 of $6 Million Man in an episode called Bigfoot 5, like Roman numeral 5. And he was a robot, obviously, but I don't know why. I never researched that as to why Andre the Giant didn't come back. Probably a wrestling commitment. He probably would. Maybe he was in Europe or something on tour when they were filming in the summer of '76. The season 4 premiere of $6 Million Man.
Have you saw the cheap version of the Andre the Giant movie where he's back in the old days, you know? Like a Neanderthal, I mean, not a Neanderthal, but a, what do you
He
call him?
looked like a Neanderthal, didn't he? Without makeup. I mean, he just had that look. He looked
Yeah,
Cro-Magnon, you know?
That was a cool movie, but you could tell when he picked up the rocks, you could see them move between his hands, and you knew they were fake. I mean, that was the kickback on the movie I didn't like. They should have made him a little bit harder where they wouldn't crush between his hands.
Hey, where'd Stevie go?
She just bounced up. I don't know.
Still right there next to you?
I don't know where. No, she moved. I don't know what happened.
Well, almost an hour and 15 minutes into the show.
I'm just looking. I'm reading chat, and you know.
Oh, you're fine. I know how you work.
You know what about Thanksgiving? Cranberry sauce. I like the stuff out of the can, that jelly, better than homemade. Isn't that crazy?
Well, it's probably because you grew up with it. I grew up with it too, but I like making homemade cranberry sauce.
My brother-in-law's mom makes that and brings it to the table.
I will not touch cranberries. Y'all can have all of them you want.
Me either.
Why?
I don't like them.
Okay.
To me, it's nasty.
Give me an aftertaste.
Now,
You know what I mean?
Here's another thing. When I was growing up, Mom and Dad was always brewing coffee, and it just nauseated me to smell the coffee brewing. So I never had the taste for it, and I never drank coffee.
A lot of people are like that.
True.
They don't like coffee. I drink coffee sometimes. in the winter months. Anyway,
I drink it all the time.
yeah. Well, you're a go-getter. You know, that's your fuel. That and food, I'm sure, in the morning.
Morning's not so much food, but coffee. Like I'm finishing a cup now at 10:15. I shouldn't really be drinking this.
You'll be wired at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Why can't I fall asleep?
Oh, Mom, do you remember I told you the moonroof was leaking?
The what?
The moonroof on our vehicle was leaking and taking out our electronics one by one.
Okay.
Guess what's gone now?
Your transmission?
No, the heater. The
heater?
the blower. None of the blowers will work. You can turn the heater on, and it's like one of those. You remember the old cars where you didn't have an air conditioner, and you rode down the road, and you had to pull the vents out on the side.
On the side by your
Cool the
foot.
heat
Yeah.
off. Well, now that's the way this is now. I mean, it'll blow out down there in the bottom as you're driving, but as long as you got the blowers on, it'll ease out and it'll warm the car up eventually, but it takes it a long time.
Oh, wow.
So
I got a problem with my car, too. It just started Saturday night. One of the headlights will go out and then come back on, so it's not burned out. I think it's a sensor. It'll say, light is dim, and I'll get out, and it's out, and then I'll turn the car off, turn it back on. It comes back on again, stays on for about 5 minutes, and goes out again. So I'm just going to take it to the dealer, and it's probably a sensor. It'll probably set me back $1,000 for a little microchip.
That's crazy.
Oh,
What kind of car is it?
It's an Audi A4. It's an Audi A4 Turbo.
you had to bring up the headlight. Now, listen, during the holiday, we got pulled over 3 times for one headlight. Okay, so I finally got the headlight, and I went out there, and so on the old vehicles, you had to pull the battery to get to the headlight, you know. So I figured it was the same way on this vehicle. So I pulled the battery. When I get down to the headlight, I pull the cord. There's nothing there. So I plug it back in, and I'm like, what the crap? So I go in there. I watch this big guy on YouTube. I'm going to show you how to take and change the bulb on your vehicle. He takes, and I look, the battery's still installed. I was like, man, it's going to take a while. He walks over with a pair of pliers, pulls 2 little old levers up on the headlight, pulls the headlight straight up. I was like, now why didn't I think about that? That made me feel so dumb.
You're thinking you have to screw it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got that quarter turn, pull them out, and then unplug it and all this crap. But anyway, we got a headlight in now. Hour and a half later.
Patrick says elk with fresh garlic, red pepper is amazing.
Yep.
Elk with anything is amazing.
I like elk a little better than I do deer.
So do I. It's not
But
a
now,
little better.
you can have the moose. It's a little greasy to me. I went down.
Speaking of deer, real quick. Congratulations to Michael Haywood. He got his first deer tonight for the season. He got an 8-point buck.
Wow.
Yeah. Just before the show went on, he called me and showed me we went live on, or what do you call it?
Video chat.
Video chat. Yeah, that one. It was a nice deer.
You know, I killed some ducks one time, and I didn't know that you were supposed to take the skin completely off, and I cooked them. Man, those things were so greasy with that skin left on it.
Yeah.
They were delicious, though.
I think
my wife wouldn't eat them because I brought them in and showed them to her, and she thought they were so pretty, wondered why I killed them.
I was asleep.
And then dude, she couldn't eat them because she looked at them. And they were just fixing to be cooked, but I mean, they were pretty ducks. They were teals.
Yeah. No, I like duck. I just haven't had it in forever, and I think I've only cooked it like once. Patrick says, takes me 8 hours to process a deer.
My first deer I shot, had just got a 30-30 and had a scope on it. This deer comes walking off the hill, comes all the way up to me within 50 yards. I'm sitting there watching him, and I'm like, he don't see me. And he's turned sideways like, he's going to give me the best shot. I pull the trigger, he just keeps on standing there. Didn't flinch. I was like, I couldn't have missed him. And I took and reloaded, shot again. He's still standing there, but his legs is wobbling. I'm like, he's fixing to run off. So I put me another one in, shot him again. He's standing there, his legs is really wobbling then. I was like, man, he's getting frisky. He's fixing to take off because I'm missing him. Because I don't realize the bullets hit him. I shot him again. He finally jumps backwards, winds up in the middle of a biggest briar patch you could imagine. So I have to crawl in there, get him out, and dragged him 3/4 of a mile uphill back to the truck, loaded him up, forgot my knife. So I drove over to a buddy of mine. He said, why did you shoot this deer 5 times in the heart? I said, because I kept thinking I was missing. But I did. I shot him 5 times before he finally fell.
How bad was it?
50 yards.
After 5 shots?
Huh?
Well, you know how much damage 1 shot does to a deer. What did 5 shots do to it?
Well, it was in a close pattern right there at the heart section. So,
Right.
Didn't tear up much. I didn't tear up none of the front leg quarters because I went right in behind them.
Sure.
And luckily.
Yeah, I gave up hunting a long time ago.
Yeah, I did too, about 7 years ago.
I never hunted.
No.
Never. No. All the time I've spent in the woods, never.
I've never shot a deer. I butchered them. I've, whatever, but I've never shot one.
I thought I was going to have to a bear the other day, but
Pheasant, on the other hand.
yeah, that was
I've never been hunting either. I've been fishing.
I shot a possum one time up in a pine tree, and when I hit him, this thing got mad and he jumped. And when he jumped, he flew right towards me with his mouth wide open. I mean, he was headed straight down towards me. It freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, I only got a single shot and he's coming straight at me. But anyway, I jumped all the way. He was dead when he hit the ground.
Huh.
Chance is leaving.
I guess. Are you you heading out, Chance?
No. I was waving to Sharon.
Oh.
She said, thanks everyone for being here tonight. We love and appreciate you all. I was just getting a little wave, friendly wave. That's all.
We thought you were raising your hand wanting to speak.
Oh, no.
Patrick said I was tracking deer for a guy and he got within 30 yards and he missed.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
That's bad.
Mr. Haywood missed a couple times this year and finally got it tonight. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
His freezer.
Right.
My second deer I killed, I lost him because we didn't even get to eat but 1 leg quarter because the power went out during a snowstorm and ruined everything in the deep freeze. It stayed out for over a week and a half.
Wasn't cold enough out, huh?
No. Now the snowstorm came, knocked the power out, and dumped a lot of snow. But then it started warming up a little. But it was still too bad that the power company couldn't get around all the places.
Do you have a generator nowadays?
No.
Or no?
No.
I know Moog's does. They helped them get through Helene and everything.
Yeah, I got it for the Milton.
Milton, that's what Milton's the one that kicked your butt a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not a big generator, but it ran the refrigerator. And
job done.
We would switch off between that and an air conditioner.
Yeah, window unit.
We lived up north all my life, and then all of a sudden in my 7th grade year, Mom and Dad decided we was going to move to South Alabama. And when we got down there, it was 30 degrees that night. And our uncle told us, he said, y'all don't unload nothing. Said, just leave it on the truck and go back home. You brought the cold down here. It's the first time it snowed down here in years. So he was mad. But it did. It followed us all the way down, and the snow did. It stayed behind us. And whenever we got down there, just put a light dusting on the ground. But it's the first time in several years that it snowed in Plumerton.
And you brought it with you.
Yep. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, man, and y'all take care.
David,
Have a good
it's good to see
Thanksgiving.
you.
It's good to see you.
And praise Angela. She feels better.
Yes. And
She'll heal up.
y'all have
Yeah.
a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Have a wonderful day.
Hey, and happy Thanksgiving also. So
Thank you.
we're gonna enjoy our Thanksgiving here. So everybody take care. Have a safe Thanksgiviving. We'll see y'all.
You too, and I'll subscribe to your channel.
All right, thanks. Yeah. Hey, don't forget to check out the Scooby Doo mystery van on my shorts.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I will. I'm all about nostalgia. That's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's 4-wheel drive. Pretty cool. Anyway,
right.
I'll see y'all.
Yeah.
Be safe, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, David's a good guy. Got to hang out with him a little bit in Alabama.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you met in person. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, well, when I was moving back to Florida,
He was making pit stops everywhere.
yeah, I had just camped out in Land Between the Lakes for like 8 days, and then on the way down, I got into Alabama and got a hotel room, and I got in touch with David. Said, "Hey, man, I'm in town." So they came to the hotel room and hung out for a while, and then the next day, I think it was the next day or that day, they took me and showed me around the town. It was cool. We had a good time.
Cool. I like that. That's awesome. But yeah, that court show, Cutler's Court, y'all watch it because they filmed your boy behind the plaintiff acting the fool and saying things they were recording. I can't wait for this to air. It probably won't be till February though. But I got a lot of compliments of my reactions, over the top reactions to some of the testimony. And some things I heard are going to be bleeped out. I mean, there's no way they can put some of this stuff on regular TV. Sure. I won't repeat here on this family show what I heard, but it was
family
show.
When did this fucking become a family show?
Oh God. But one woman like went through her husband's phone to catch him cheating, and she saw some stuff, and some text messages were very inappropriate. Let me try to bleep it. It'll trust me, I won't violate the terms and conditions here. I saw my man was texting this woman saying, I want you to sit on my bleep so I can I better just stop. I can't even I'm gonna filter kicked in.
Yeah, that's not even
yeah.
Well, we'll check it out.
There's no way I can clean that up. I can't I just realized I can't clean it up anyway. Woo! And then I got to play a police officer, which was fun on a real quote unquote, acting thing that I can't talk about. So I do like background stuff, foreground, sometimes background, extra stuff. It just
I remember you saying you played a cop recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
I think didn't you show a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. I remember.
Let's see. Look what Chris said. Mogs, what did he say?
Show up to the Bundys.
Did you guys like Married with Children, by the way? I thought it was funny.
I did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a classic.
Yes, ma'am. Or no, ma'am. No, ma'am was his little group.
Do you remember the early episode? One of the early ones where Al has a fling with Vanna White in her heyday, and it's like a dream, and she's in his bed and she's in lingerie.
Yes.
I love that. That was a funny one, I thought. Anyway. Ryan Seacrest is hosting Wheel of Fortune now. He's from my neck of the woods. And then Chuck Woolery died, the original host of Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, did
Daytime NBC. Yeah, he died the other day. No more Blue Emu ads, but I liked his 2 and 2 on Love Connection. I loved watching that show growing up. Anyway,
Patrick Vaughn said, used to be a lot of apple pie was served with a wedge of cheddar cheese. It's actually quite tasty.
Huh.
No, I do recall that. Or like, I remember cheddar cheese being served with apple pie. I've never had it, but I do recall.
Interesting.
That. Yeah.
I don't recall that, but
Patrick says, I was offered to play a cop once, but a bachelorette party was involved. No thanks.
that could have gotten kind of hot though, actually.
Red Foreman. Okay. Best 3 TV dads. Al Bundy, Red Foreman, and Dan Connor. Yeah. Yeah, those are good choices.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to love pumpkin pie, but as I got older, I don't like it anymore. I know that's probably blasphemy to a lot of people in the chat that love pumpkin pie. And I don't like, and Stevie's going to disagree. I don't like sweet potatoes that much. I like the mashed potatoes, like you said, Mogs, with a lot of butter. I love gravy. But
Gravy.
I never got in. My sister's a vegetarian, so there's going to be a separate turkey for her, like a tofu thing. And it's weird. She used to eat meat growing up, but she became a vegetarian because she didn't like the thought of harming animals and whatnot. But her kids who are in middle school, they eat meat.
Plants.
Huh?
But she'll slaughter a bunch of plants.
Yeah. Remember, I never tried that Impossible Burger. I heard it was nasty at Burger King. That plant-based burger. I don't think
I
they
did
make
by
it.
accident.
You did? Oh, they
did.
gave you the wrong one? You wanted the real
No,
thing?
I ordered the wrong one. You were there.
Yeah. I was there.
It was in Crystal River. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Let me try that. And then I was like, "Oh, what is this? Why did I try that?"
I like Whataburger. That's from y'all's neck of the woods. They've branched out to Georgia. Whataburger or whatever. They're pretty good. It's not a sit-down burger, but for a on the go, it's not bad.
We just had Steak and Shake not too long ago.
Oh yeah, the real thin burgers and the little shoestring French fries.
Oh yeah, little teeny. I get the onion rings. They're good.
And I like their cherry Coke because they do the real like soda jerk type, with the cherry juice and all that. That's a good cherry Coke.
I don't like sweet potatoes either. Sharon, come on, what's wrong with you? Sweet potatoes are
Really?
good.
Candy.
I think I was dropped on my head as a kid. That's why I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't know. Something
Like
wrong
sweet
with
potato fries.
Yeah, those are good with gravy on them. I know. Yeah, sausage gravy at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot I did that. Got a can of sausage gravy and put it over sweet potato fries.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was real good.
It's sort of a nod to, if I put cheese curds in there, it would have been awesome. Like,
Yeah, oh, man.
little nod to the Canadian boudin. Their fries and gravy. Oh, they put a lot of shit in it. A lot of cheese curds.
Do you guys have air fryers? Do you have an air fryer?
I do. Thank you, Sharon guy.
Have you ever made a steak with an air fryer? My buddy Al did, and I'm like, you made a steak in that thing? You got to do coals, brother. Huh?
He did pork chops.
Well, I breaded them. I breaded pork chops and threw them in there.
Yeah, that came out good.
It did? Okay, that was my next question. That's good to know.
Hey, Mogs, how is the keto's on the back burner right now?
It's on hold for a minute.
No, we're gonna.
Just for a minute.
I say we because Stevie's gonna do it with me.
I am. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break from the show for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've been I've been doing this for I don't know
going on 5
4.5
years.
years,
Yeah.
Wow.
and I think we took like a week off last year. But before that, it was like just nonstop.
Nonstop.
But yeah, I think we're gonna take 2-3 weeks off and just regroup.
You'll be missed, but you deserve that break. That's for damn sure. You put out a lot of content. Twice a week, and I'm like
2
I do.
hours.
2 hours,
It's
twice
like,
a week.
yeah,
it's a lot.
funny when you think about how many like hours total I've done live. It's like it's a lot.
And I've been so tired lately. It's
I do
needed.
that in the summer. I take a break. Yeah, there's so much going on around here in the summer, but yeah.
Jay says I've cooked about everything in our air fryer.
Well, may I ask, will you be doing a Thanksgiving show?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool. After you've had your outing, that's awesome. What time do you guys eat on Thanksgiving when you do cook? Are you afternoon people or evening or?
There at 1.
No, normally if for holidays like we would.
What did we do last
year was probably 3:00 or maybe
2,
later.
3 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah. You watch the parade, or do you not care about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade?
That's noise in the background.
Yeah. While you're cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But as a kid, I mean, I was always glued to the damn television during that parade.
Hey, Mike, I like the turkey.
I had to go search for a turkey.
Gobble gobble.
I think it was like 2-3 years ago when I want to say it was Charlie Brown or some shit. Got one of the floats got away.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
It was about a week.
maybe it was Woody the Woodpecker actually.
Oh, that's my favorite cartoon character.
I can't remember which float it was, but it went wild. Like they couldn't control it.
It hit a lamppost, and the lamppost crashed into the. No one got hurt. They didn't die.
I think they paid off anybody who got hurt, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got to haul the string in the next parade.
Mogs, do you watch football, or are you not a big sports guy?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm over here shaking my head.
Yeah. Steelers
I'd
fan.
rather be outside fishing on a Sunday afternoon or
That's
out on a
cool.
boat or, Speaking of boats, Jay, you got a boat. What did you get?
Oh, nice.
I know. I said
Yeah, it
that,
was just
then
some random.
you just kind of.
I went over it because then I read again and I was like, wait a minute. My son.
Jay hit the lotto. He's dropping off gifts, buying boats.
No, he discovered Timu.
Coin.
I got my boat off Wish.com.
Timu is. It should be.
Timo is the new Wish. It used to be Wish, and now it's Timo.
They're better though. The Wish it was 50-50 if you were going to get something in the mail or not.
Yeah.
Wish you'd actually get it.
Yeah, exactly. Timo, you get your stuff, and they offer so many discounts that they reel you in.
Oh yeah.
Pelican. Okay.
Well, it keeps messaging me. I must have looked at something last week, and now because it's Black Friday, I keep getting all these things, and it's like, you have something in your cart, and it's cheaper now. And it's like, it messages me every day, and I'm like, I don't really get it.
Clear your cart, and you'll eliminate all
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to have to.
I just bought some stuff off of Temu, and I get spammed every day with, you get 100% discount on your next order.
All right, though.
I've never ordered from him. Oh, right on. I'm just looking at the boat that Jay got.
Oh, I want to
It's
see.
that little molded plastic.
The one in the middle?
Yeah, or the one in the end.
Oh, wait. It just went.
It's just-
Oh, there it is. That one?
Yeah.
Right
Can you
on.
hold it to the camera, please?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is what he got.
Until he sees a gator in the water.
Something along that line. It's just a little 2-person molded plastic. You know, you can put a little trolling motor on there.
All right, Jay. If you see a gator this time,
It's-
don't sell it until you talk to me. Okay.
He said he's got a 65 amp trolling motor and a 100 amp lithium battery. Keep the lithium battery out of the water.
Yeah. Right.
They don't mix well. But that's cool, man. Good for you. But you know, Jay, I have access to a fishing boat.
Yes.
Couple of them.
Couple of them.
And I'm surprised. I haven't asked, like, hey, Jay, want to go fishing? Because I don't.
I've suggested it. I've told you get a hold of Jay and y'all go spend the day.
We're going out
We
tomorrow.
are.
I'm taking the fishing boat out.
For his birthday, we'll spend the day.
Yeah,
fishing.
we're gonna go explore.
I could go to Crystal River every day.
We're gonna go to the locks tomorrow.
You know, Main
yeah.
Street.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's. I have a good feeling you're gonna have fun. You know, that's for sure. You never been that far, right?
No, we haven't gone. Well, we're not allowed. Well, I say we, but the members aren't allowed to bring the.
Yeah. I'm doing air quotes. Yeah, locks. Yeah. But you're not. Yeah. I mean, who's gonna? You're the guy who makes sure that people don't do it. So who's gonna?
Yeah. So no, I can do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know how to control a boat, though.
Oh, it's not even that, dude. It's because somebody gets up there into Lake Griffin and
If they don't get back in time
they close the
Right.
lock, so they're stuck up there.
for the night.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean too. Like, there's a certain amount. Like, there's logic involved there. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta. Like you said, if they get stuck out there, they're screwed.
Jay says he's taking it for the maiden voyage tomorrow. Make sure it doesn't sink. It's been sitting a couple years. It should be fine as long as there's no holes in it. You know,
Should be
well, that
fine.
plastic,
Should
I don't know
be
if
fine.
that type of plastic dry rots.
Oh.
You know, you ever have a bucket,
Paddle
$5
boat.
bucket
Like
that
the one
just
I
gets
sat
so
on?
brittle that it shatters? I could see that happening.
The one I sat on at
Jay
Flat
gets
Rock.
out there, he hooks into this big ass bass, and the boat falls apart around him.
For the people who might not understand what we were just talking about, the locks on that particular chain of like Lake State, they have certain times where like they're open, and if you're on one side of it, and if you go through it and go to the other side, and then you don't get through in time to come back to where you originally were, or where you originally started, you get stuck. Like,
Yeah.
there's no other way.
Yeah, Mike, what's up? Yeah, and that's why they don't do it. But we're gonna go up in the morning, and
It's gonna be cool.
yeah, there's some places we want to check out. Still haven't caught. I mean, I'm catching bass in the backyard, but we're not catching any crappie.
I'm not catching shit.
You're not fishing.
I sit up there Sundays and Mondays and not catching a damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I catch an occasional bass.
he goes out to smoke a cigarette when like what I've studied anyway was when Mokes goes to smoke a cigarette, he smokes a little bit of a cigarette and does a lot of fishing for those 5 minutes.
I fish every day, be it 1 cast or 100 casts.
Right? So do I.
You know, it's like I can't walk by the fishing pole
You
and
can't walk out the
cast.
back door without
not.
without casting.
But I have it set up where I have 5 poles set up with different lures on it or whatever, and I'm like, oh, let's try this one.
Yep.
You know,
I've been trying a lot of what kind of lures is like I've tried spoons the other day. I tried
lipless crankbaits.
yeah.
It's been driving me mad too. I've been using every bait under the sun.
He's got a whole array of lures here, and I've just been switching them off, trying everything.
Yeah, we got
can do.
a show tonight. We have to put together a tackle box of what we're going to take.
Tomorrow.
Because we're going to get out early, and I don't
Yeah.
want to rush in the morning to do everything. I'll make lunches tonight and whatever. And
I saw a guy I was watching, I was looking up when I got back about Haynes, not just Haynes, but the whole Harris chain. And I was watching different people fish, and they were like slamming them.
oh yeah, there's big fish out
Oh, there's
Yeah,
huge. I'm out
even
here.
in the Dora Canal, like by the houses. You know where that one house is with the trolls everywhere, whatever it is, the little mini. Yeah, the guy, and I could tell that the guy was like right, like there. You know what I mean? Because I remember we were looking across the street and they had something like a light up sign or something, and it was just very familiar, that spot, while I was watching him fish, and I was like, I know exactly where it is. And he slammed like a big bass, like it was huge.
I see them out here. I don't know. I don't think they're bass that I see, but huge fish, and I'll drop a worm in front of it, and it'll just swim right around it.
Yeah,
Pass out a little
gar.
No,
Probably some carp.
it's probably carp. Maybe it's not gar. I know it's not gar. Yeah, I see the fish. I just
Michael
has
Haywood.
no interest in whatever I'm dropping in the water.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple times out here.
I throw a minnow out there every day just to see if the crappie are moving in, because it was like I would catch one here, one there last year. This year I'm not catching
I
shit.
threw a minnow yesterday and it got stuck in the damn lily pads. The one and only minnow I throw out. It's swimming pretty good, but yeah, it got wrapped up. The line got wrapped up in the lily pads and barely got the line back. Without the minnow, of course.
Those weedless hooks are pretty cool.
I don't like all that. I don't know. I don't like weedless just because it's too much. Like I know it's a little friggin' piece of metal, but to me the
ones I got from Jimbo are they just have like these little like springs on them or something. Like it almost looks like little whiskers hanging off the back, and they're not even like they're not even like strong. They're like flimsy. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Do people still use bobbers anymore?
Every day.
I do. It's my go-to. If I'm not doing well with anything else, I'm like, I'm gonna go slam something with this bobber.
Every day, and it seems like we pull one out of the water almost every day.
Yeah, I'm always finding
one.
somebody else's bobbers floating.
I'm always pulling in somebody else's gear. Big long line with a hook and some type of. I pulled out what was it? What was the bait that I pulled out? I tied it on and I've been using it. I think that's to snag that other fish on.
It hasn't even been a year since you whacked yourself in the eye, right?
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Your eye. I was thinking my nose.
Oh yeah, she messed up her nose with the damn.
I've got a permanent scar on my nose.
Yeah, she's got a half moon.
Didn't hear about that. That's terrible.
She got hit with a bullet weight.
Yeah. I thought it broke my nose. It hit so hard. Like shit went black for a second.
And I'd say, welcome to fishing.
Handful of blood. I couldn't tell whether it was from coming out of my nose or from outside of my nose.
Stats, how are you?
It's like I've heard you say that so many times. Welcome to fishing.
Every time something happens, it's welcome to fishing.
I was thinking,
in the back of my head.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard him say it one. And I was by myself out on the dock the other day in the pond, and I like put the line through my all the eyes and stuff, but somehow I didn't put it under the that little notch you have to put it under the flip thing. You flip it over and you put it under. Yeah, the bail before you put it through the eyes, and somehow twice in a row I did it without doing it properly, and it was just when I flipped the bail back over, it wasn't in. It was just like loose, and I was just like, "Damn it!" And I heard you in the back of my head, like, "Welcome to fishing."
All the time, every time something goes awry. That's what I hear in the back of my head.
Because I've been there and I've done it. It's funny.
Yeah,
I did the walk of shame after I knocked myself in the nose and the face. I'm walking down at the boat.
She's like bleeding.
I'm
like, what the fuck happened to you?
I already heard it. I way before I even got down to the boat, I heard him say it. I knew he was going to say it. I was just wondering how long it was going to take him to say it. It kind of freaked out at first because there was a lot of blood.
So this is an initiation into the union.
Yep.
They initiated me into the fisherman's union there.
right?
The one I don't want you to experience is getting a hook in your hand past the bar
Oh no.
or anywhere
I
else
cringe.
past the bar.
I
That's
cringe. I mean, I've gotten hooked in the fingers.
yeah, but you're just getting
I
the point.
got
You're not
hooked
getting.
under my ribs.
Uh-huh.
Nice long scratch mark there, but yeah, no, not past the bar. But
All right, puppy, I'm coming.
no,
All right.
thank you.
Gate Smasher says Washington football team is returning their name to the Redskins.
Are they
For real?
Right.
Good. Commanders is so stupid.
It is. I'm from DC. The Washington Redskins is the name of the football team.
And it wasn't Indians complaining. It was like white people complaining. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up. They probably even watch football, these
It
wussies.
was. You are so right.
Man.
I mean, I've been hearing this since I was a kid. People protesting, and you're right. It's never natives. It was never natives. It's always white
I'm
folks.
sure there was one or two. Who were
I don't.
eh.
You know,
The
I mean,
Cleveland,
the majority, no. It wasn't the natives though.
Cleveland
like-
came too, right? Cleveland Indians. But
It's like protesting a song. It's like protesting a country song about rednecks. Like that's like just shut up.
WTF Mike says I used to date a girl named Barb. I got a lot of stuff past Barb.
Shaking my head.
Could be.
gotta look that up.
Claudia, what's up?
Redskins.
All right, I'm gonna jump off because the dog's just gonna keep getting louder and louder. So
I didn't even hear it.
I didn't either.
oh, you guys can't? Okay.
No, not
All
at
right,
all.
I'll let it ride for a minute then.
Michael Haywood said put the link in chat.
Oh yeah, I got it. Hang on.
No, I already did.
Oh, you got it.
I was saying
Way
he
ahead of
did
you.
it. He was doing it as I said it.
Guess Mr. Haywood wants to jump on for the last 10
WTF
minutes.
Mike says I don't hear no dog.
I don't hear it. Yeah.
Pet that dog.
Yeah, he was working. He said, I think he got a deer. You said his first deer.
Pet that dog.
I'm assuming. Yeah, can I pet that dog? Sharon guy loves when I post that stuff. Her and Elena are like the only ones that comment. I've made so many shorts, but can I put that down?
With the Great White Hunter. What's up, man?
Hey, what's
Hey,
happening?
you still out there?
No, I just finished up.
Oh, come on. Good man, good man.
I got everything squared away.
You letting it hang or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just caked it?
Let's talk about
yeah.
it
Well,
now.
yeah.
That's what she said.
Eh,
Of course I'm talking about it, dear. What else would I be talking about?
I don't know.
well, hey, I can tell you what, it'll be something different because I ain't never caped nothing else. Hey,
No.
right? No, I ain't.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Good
I'm,
job.
yeah. I'm glad to, but
I can tell.
hey,
Sometimes you go a lot longer before you get one. You know, that's good, bro.
yeah, but I blew 3 opportunities before this one, so
It's all right.
kind of
You
yeah.
never said that nobody'd ever know. You
I
just-
know.
Yeah, well, I can't hold back. I got to tell the truth
That's right.
most of the time.
most of the time.
I love this guy.
Hey, I sit there. I got to thinking about the bullet weights. You know, hey, have you ever sit there and wondered why they named them bullet weights? Did anybody shoot these things at people?
I don't know.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you something. I saw my uncle roll in the floor of the bass boat, and he got shot in the knee when he pulled a daggone rubber worm back. And that bullet weight shot back, and he done got on me for getting hung up in the bushes and stuff like that. And I was thinking, you son of a gun. Hey,
That's what happened
That's
to
what
Stevie,
happened.
but
Well, I had something on the end of the line. I didn't hook it, whatever it was. I don't know if it might have been a gator. I don't know. But it was pulling. I was pulling.
the damn manatee.
And
but she caught the wide end of the, like when that thing shot back at her, it turned around, so she
So I
caught the
got
wide end of the weight.
The flat
I-
end.
I
got
think
the
I'm gonna
flat
start putting them in my muzzle loader.
know?
You might hit something.
But the
Yeah.
scar on my nose is the flat end of the bullet weight.
I've been looking for a good muzzle loader for a long time now.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. Well, it's all according to what you want to do. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I've been looking into hunting for a long time since I got back from the army, and I still never got into it, right? But I have gotten a couple of rifles and this and that. But what I saw, what I come across about 3 years ago is in Pennsylvania for about, I don't know if it's a week or so. There's a strictly muzzle loaded like
Mhm.
rifle hunting or whatever it is. And I just thought that was so cool that like that's because it's such a challenge, right? Like I mean, it's not an
Yeah.
easy task, and if you miss, you miss. It's not like you get another chance, like you know, unless the damn thing
Hey.
sticks around.
What I like about it is usually the muzzleloader seasons are before the gun season, so the deer are not nearly as spooky. So it makes it a lot better. But now sometimes they will have a primitive weapon season after gun season.
Yeah,
But to
I don't
finish,
know if I could do deer. I don't know. I just don't know.
That's
I think I
Right.
could do turkey.
probably why they do bow hunting first.
yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
maybe that too. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they make them crossbows shoot just about as far. Daggone.
Oh yes, yeah.
Now,
We got a crossbow range nearby, and I mean they're first of all they're expensive. Wait, I didn't realize how expensive they are for like a good one. But so that's how I got around to renting one. My buddy went to get his fixed, and then I was just sitting there and I was bored, so I started shooting them. But they yeah, man, they travel. Those things travel. You don't even see the arrow.
man, yeah.
Sharon Guy asks, has anyone seen two moons in the sky lately? No.
Hey, I heard that. Hey, I heard something about that stuff, and I said, "Well, I hadn't seen it. I don't." My buddy was telling me. He said something about. I don't know what the deal was at. I thought maybe he might have had one too many or something, but
No,
he was saying it was like I don't know what it was, a comet, or he said something about a comet or something. But he had been told about it, and it was like one was smaller than the regular moon or whatever. But I don't know.
Now there's two moons up there, and it was supposed to be for X amount of days. I think it broke down to a couple months or whatever the case was.
Where you
But,
reckon that second one came from?
They don't come around till right when it's about to go down. If I started looking into it, because I'm
What she
wondering,
said.
I'm wondering where it is. I'm wondering where it is. But
the sun dogs.
yeah, but because we had like 3 cloudy nights. So when that 4th night came and it was clear, I was expecting to see a second moon. What I come to find later is it's about the size of a football field. You're never gonna see it with your naked eye, or you know what I mean. It's not something like big visible. Like it's not gonna be like the other moon,
Right.
which is just.
So this is Moon Junior.
Yeah, well, who the hell? Well, why would you call it a moon, though? You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Just.
Well, what was it? Does anybody know exactly what it was?
No, you'd have to really look into it.
Asteroid?
I don't know. Clickbait is what I think.
I was gonna say I didn't hear anything about it.
It
Well,
was
you know,
Till now.
they said China was working on that mechanical sun.
Yeah, they had those balloons. It might be one of them damn balloons, the spy balloons.
It could be. It could be.
It's the Death Star.
It might be a Death Star too.
Well,
Hell, it might be
Big
a.
Smasher says the third dimension that parallels ours is starting to overlay on ours. We have a parallel solar system it's entering.
The hell you say? The parallel what?
It's saying the parallel dimension.
Oh,
like there's overlapping dimensions. So you're saying the next one over is starting to overlap with ours.
my aunt had overlapping dementia. She had a she called it a double dose of it.
Bless her heart.
She'd get mean as hell too now.
They say we each have a double out there, doppelganger, parallel universe, and in ours, other side
You
of the
know
world.
what?
You're double.
Hey, my mama never fell for that one. I always told her it was my twin that done all that bad stuff. But I took a bunch of ass whippings from my twin.
What are brothers for?
Damn doppelganger Michael strikes again.
Excuse me.
He didn't do my homework last night.
Guys, I got to duck out, but are you going to reveal Thursday your schedule, Mogs, about the hiatus? Are you going to talk about that?
Yeah, I'll figure out what I'm doing. Hopefully
All right.
by then.
Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for letting me come up.
Chance, take care, brother.
Well,
Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
You too. Can I ask a quick question, Mogs? StreamYard, they were bought out by an Italian company last spring called Bending
Don't be
Spoons.
on here.
And they're
Okay.
messing with the prices. Like I had a lifetime Black Friday deal from a year ago. Have they raised the rates on you, or do you not want to talk about that on the air?
No, they did. I paid in advance.
Me too, for the whole year, right?
Yeah. But now coming back when that's up, then it's
It averages out $8 more a month.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's a steep increase, and I had a Black Friday deal, and it even said the old owners though, it'll never go up. This is the price you'll pay per year as long as you stay with us. So I'm curious to know because I'm up for renewal. Are they gonna, blank me in the rear?
Yeah, probably. They're gonna try.
I pay monthly though, but I don't know. I have a second slot if anybody wants it, so you don't have to pay. Like I think you get 2 slots, so if anybody needs it, you know what I mean.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't
The
know
only-
how that works. I probably have an extra slot too. I guess I didn't do.
Yeah, I've given it to people before, but they just
They give you 1080p though. The only good thing is I don't like the increase, but they give you full HD. All right, I'll shut up. We're talking about other stuff.
no, you're good.
But
About anything.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
happy Thanksgiving. I'll see myself out. Y'all have a good show. Bye.
Yeah,
Take care.
I'll part ways too, so you don't have to.
Well,
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Right,
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. LIB, you too.
Yeah, you too, brother.
I hate I got on here so late, but
It's all right. It's your MO. We love it.
you should drag up at the last minute.
Clean the blood off his hands.
Yeah, right.
Look, let's get back to talking about the hyenas.
Hyena.
What? Chance said
Overlapping
something about the
dimension.
hyenas. Was you going to talk about the hyenas Thursday?
Hiatus.
I hate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was like, hyenas? What?
I knew.
right.
I knew where he was going.
I ain't complicated. Daggone it.
LIB, have a good Thanksgiving.
Well,
Hyenas.
yeah, it was. Lord.
I'm
It's
glad
5.
you got it
Go
here,
ahead.
man. Cool.
Oh man, yeah. And well, yeah, I'm glad to. I really am. I don't know what, like I said, I blew several opportunities before this, but I'm thankful to have the chance to take one.
Yeah, absolutely. How many more days you got?
We got about a month left.
Okay.
Yeah, we got about a month left. Not
You
a month.
got the skunk out of the boat, so that's good.
Yeah, daggone right. Daggone right. That pesky son of a gun. They about had me moping. But
No,
yeah, hey,
not about. It did. It had you
yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But hey, look, I'm gonna jump out because I ain't gonna hold y'all up much longer. But I just wanted to touch base and holler at everybody, and everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. And tomorrow's something, ain't it? What's something special's happening tomorrow? Huh?
I'm going fishing.
Happy birthday.
Da, 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 da. Anyhow,
Somebody's
hey,
birthday.
look, yeah, it is. They say it's your birthday. Anyhow, I'm jumping off. Y'all take care. Love y'all. Love all y'all.
You too,
Y'all
Mike.
have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'm gone.
All right,
Later.
man.
Talk soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it. Not yet.
I'll talk to him
I
tomorrow.
know, that's what I mean.
All right. Stats.
I will. Thank you. Sounds fun. For sure. I'll get in touch. We're not out there that much, but although we've talked about it recently.
Gate Smasher, be safe.
Yeah, y'all have a happy, safe Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, you know. And we'll be back Thursday on Thanksgiving. So
For sure.
you don't have to be alone. We'll be there.
We'll get a nap first.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get a food coma going, but I don't know. We won't have any leftovers, though.
No.
I might just have to go buy a turkey for leftovers.
You know? Right?
But yeah, and we'll let you know. We'll figure out. We are gonna take some time off and just
a couple weeks to regroup.
Yeah, regroup and just relax.
Get ourselves together.
But we'll be back. Don't worry.
Let's double your own.
All right, guys. You have an amazing night. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this tonight. Also, subscribe and leave comments.
Comments.
We like comments.
Yes, we do.
All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.